Now, Russia is creating a buffer zone along its frontier with Ukraine. President Vladmir Putin confirmed this during virtual meeting with government officials. The Russian president met officials after his recent visit to the Kursk region.
As I said earlier, the decision to create a necessary buffer security zone along borders with Ukraine had been already made. Our armed forces are accomplishing this task now. Enemy firing points are being suppressed. The work is proceeding.
Putin also spoke about his recent call with US President Donald Trump, where they discussed the prospects of a peaceful settlement of the Ukraine conflict. Commenting on the call, Putin thanked Trump for supporting the resumption of direct talks between Moscow and Kyiv. Putin said that Trump noted Russia's aspiration for peace, though the key question was how to move towards that goal. After speaking to Trump, Putin said Moscow was ready to work with Ukraine on a memorandum about a future peace accord. Trump also said that he'd made progress during his call with Putin. However, according to the recent report by the Wall Street Journal, US President has told European leaders that Putin was not ready to end the war in Ukraine. The report, citing 3 people familiar with the conversation, claimed that the US President has said Putin is unwilling to pursue peace because he is convinced that he is winning the war against Ukraine. Reacting to the report, the Kremlin on Thursday said it contrasted with its own knowledge. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov dismissed the report, saying Russia is only aware of what was said during the phone call between the 2 leaders. While Trump is keeping diplomatic lines open with Putin and avoiding direct criticism, US Congress said the State Department is taking a harder line. A bill in the US Senate seeking to pressure Russia with new sanctions over its war in Ukraine has gained the support of over 80 members of both parties as of Wednesday. Senate Majority Leader John Thune told Putin on Thursday that if he does not make a serious proposal for an immediate ceasefire with Ukraine, the Senate will pass new sanctions against the Russian government. He also broadly controls the timing of votes and has said that he is awaiting further instructions from the White House as Trump presses for negotiations on a ceasefire. For more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Listen to this.
Some believe that there may be growing divide between President Donald Trump, Capitol Hill, and even the State Department on how to deal with Russia's new buffer zone in Ukraine. While Trump is keeping all diplomatic lines of communication open and avoiding direct criticism of Putin, Congress and the State Department want a harder line. Senators from both parties are calling for tough sanctions, and Secretary Rubio says that all penalties will be in place. Even more could come. Trump hasn't backed those moves, and he's even threatened to walk away from ceasefire talks altogether. Could this become a major political fault line heading into the 2026 midterms? We'll have to wait and see. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.